Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Transformers video here today, and I'm just going to be talking a little bit more about speculating for Rise of the Beasts. And obviously we just got that amazing trailer. Thank you guys so much for all the support on my last two Transformers videos. Those both got over 1,000, and I really appreciate all the support I've got on those. But this video today is just going to be, these images aren't necessarily super new. One of them is new. The other one is from about a month or two ago, but I never made a video about it. But having these two side by side now, I definitely want to make a video on it. And this is touching base with the plot leak video that I made about 3-4 months ago. And that pretty much covered the entire synopsis of a script plot leak from over a year ago for Rise of the Beasts. And a lot of it seems to be somewhat lining up with, it could be accurate, but the core details regarding the fact that possible spoiler warning going forwards from here, but the main details of that plot leak entailed the fact that the current universe that we're seeing in the Bumblebee movie, Rise of the Beast movie, is still technically, like, it's not the Bayverse, but it still takes place in the same universe that the Bayverse took place in. So it is an effective reboot, but it still takes place in the same timeline as all of the other Bay movies did. And the plot leak, pretty much to summarize briefly, I'd recommend checking out that video in full. It is the video pinned on my channel. If you just go click on my channel, you could see it. But I'll go through the full thing there. I'm not going to talk about it now. But pretty much one of the main things in that stated that in the Bayverse, after the events of the last night, Unicron did indeed wake up and destroy the planet Earth. And he pretty much reformats, pretty much he wins. But the Maximals then go back in time to pretty much go to like our timeline that we're now in the B movie to fix everything to prevent Unicron from destroying Earth. But Unicron in the Bayverse reformats Optimus Prime and turns him into Scourge. And Optimus Prime from the Bayverse is the Scourge we see in the Rise of the Beast movie. Now, may seem absolutely ridiculous, but we have a little bit more quote-unquote evidence that leans in that direction with these two pictures that I've had up on screen now for the duration of this video. But I know I've talked for 2.5 minutes and haven't even spoke about these pictures yet. But if you look at this first one from, I guess it's from Spider MVA, I grabbed this screenshot off of a different Transformers account on Instagram, and I'm just presenting it as this. But we see the back of Bayverse Optimus Prime in his Transformers 4 and 5 appearance with the more night aesthetic for his appearance. And if you look at the back of Scourge from where we see in the recent Rise of the Beast trailer, this is from the shot of where he's going up within Unicron, probably to talk to him or whatever, yada yada. There's a lot of similarities here. Now, obviously, not everything is similar, but if you look at the structure of the lower legs, if you look at the what part of the body is this? Like pretty much the back of the inside of his knee. I don't know why that's not coming to the top of my head right now. There's definitely a name for that. But pretty much look where the back of his knees are. That looks pretty damn similar. And then the main thing, obviously the crests on his head aren't, like, the fins aren't going directly up like Optimus. They have more of the hook design that is literally the Terracon logo. But look at the damn, look at the pipes on his back. Another similarity. And obviously people are going to be like, oh, it's just because he's a truck. But the truck, the truck was one of the main things from the beginning. Scourge's truck looks like Optimus Prime's 18-wheeler truck. They look like the Western Star truck. It's obviously not the same truck, but it is a reminiscent design. It's a similar truck to what Optimus was. And his design is very similar. It has a lot of key notes here. And then if we go a step further, this is the picture that leaked, that didn't leak, that was pointed out a few months back. If you look at the top of Scourge's head, behind like the faceplate that was seemingly like, that was molded into his face, because it almost looks like there's another layer of his face that's not natural. It looks like the Terracon logo was like almost implanted onto his face as like a cover. Like a new cover. Like, think about what the Fallen had. The Fallen had like the whole masked face above his true face, something similar to that. The head underneath Scourge's Terracon face itself looks very beaten, battered, but boom, look at the top of the forehead. That's literally the exact same as Optimus's forehead. Literally the exact same as Optimus's forehead. And Whether or not this is true or not, it is clearly coming from a place of reality that the idea that Scourge was going to be a reformatted Prime was definitely in play at a certain point of time. Whether or not they go through with that, and that's what we actually see in the movie, is left to be decided. But, I mean, these are two pieces of evidence that just go a little bit further, pushing towards the idea that those plot leaks were mostly correct. And the good thing about it is, maybe there was more to explain about it. A lot of the ending stuff I don't think is going to be realistic, with like Predacons, Megatron, stuff like that. I know there's a lot of stuff that's probably not going to be carried over, but this main thing I'm talking about here, with Optimus and Scourge being directly connected, man, this I believe it at this point. Not 100%. I'm like a 75% there, so I'm over 50%. But I'm just really hyped for this movie. I can't wait a couple more months we get to see it. Man, I'm ready for it. This is going to be good. And I know some people that are like reviewing and stuff, like leakers and stuff like that. Jeff Snyder, to be specific, I'll point him out because he said it's like a mess and not a good movie. But Jeff Snyder's not always right, and he is known for also saying stuff to try to be controversial or to try to have an opinion that's like a contrarian opinion. So although he's been right with a lot of stuff, I'm not anti Jeff Snyder, but a lot of people have been seeing like his reports and other people saying stuff that this movie's a mess. It's like yada yada yada. But the trailers look amazing. It looks like it's not a human-focused Transformers movie for the first time ever. Bumblebee was good, even though it was human-focused at the same time. But all the other movies, humans have been like dominant characters, and a lot of people, as well as myself, are really hoping that this movie is Transformers dominated. And if it's Transformers dominated, looks really damn good and has Unicron, I hope that it at least has a somewhat competent story, and I'll take it at that. I'm just ready to see Transformers on screen again. But all in all, that's really all I had to say. I just wanted to point out these two things because I know not all Transformers fans have been are in the loop with a lot of this stuff or even are aware of it. And personally, I'm just really invested in this theory and hoping that it has some reality to it, because it'd be really damn cool to have the Bayverse still be a reality within this and this not just be a complete on reboot. Although that'd be fine too if it's good, but I think it'd be really cool to be able to tie into the old stuff while still having a full reason for why this is new going forward, other than just wanting to reboot for the hell of it. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this one here today. Likes, dislikes, anything's appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for more Transformers content. We're going to be pumping out videos leading into Rise of the Beasts and definitely after. Until next time, peace.